Hi everyone, welcome to the start of a brand new series for Stellaris, but we are on the Heinlein patch 1.3, and we have the Leviathan Story Pack DLC enabled. The embargo for Let's Plays just came up this morning, and so we're going to dive headfirst into a brand new series. Go ahead and click on New Game. I have my empire already set up, as you can see right here. We'll go ahead and go through them just so you can get an idea of who they are. We are these cute little guys right here. And by the way, anytime there's something new with the DLC or the patch, I will make sure to point it out so that you can see it specifically. This is a new portrait that comes with the DLC, so in order to get these cute little guys, you have to buy the DLC. We are the geckos, of course, plural geckos, and the Geckian reptilian name list, of course. And here's our traits. So we have sedentary, and I'll explain each one of these. We have sedentary, which means that our migration speed is going to take a bit longer. Resettlement cost is plus. I don't typically like to resettle anyway, so that won't be a big deal here. Rapid breeders is going to help offset the sedentary a little bit. My goal is to fill up the planets as quickly as possible so they can't move around. Adaptive just gives them extra habitability on all planets, which is really good. You'll see why in a bit. Repugnant. Okay, don't really care too much about other species' happiness. And resilient. Maybe you can kind of see where I'm going to be going with this, but that's the trait setup. Here's our first leader's name, Torba Patar. She's an overlord, and she's this great little green color. And then we are going to be a Savannah preference. Now this is set up a little bit differently than before. Before it was a ring, and you had bonuses for each type to the left and to the right. Now they're broken up into columns. And if we mouse over Savannah preference, you can see Savannah habitability is at 80%, desert and arid, which are right here, are both at 60%, and then all other 6 planets and wet and frozen are at 20%. Now that will be a bit higher because of my trait, but that's what we have, that's what we're looking at here. And then homeworld, Shiraka, and then the star name, Asiraka. Gonna be a reptilian city, of course, and here is our government and our ethics. We have fanatic xenophobe, of course, and militarist. So this is going to give me great offensive power. I can enslave any other races that I take over and just have a grand old time as these cute, cute little guys. Got a military dictatorship because I want to be able to build giant ships and test out the new combat system. So the empire itself is the Grand Galactic Geckos. And here's our flag, which you can see already. Energy weapons, because pew pew pew. And then warp travel, because that's just nice and neutral. Reptilian ships, of course. So there's our setup. No, let's not replace it. Let's just click done. Hang on. Pick these guys. Select. There we go. I don't think too much changed here. We did get some extra options here, which I'll go ahead and cover. Let's do a spiral forearm. Fill it up. Let's fill everything up. I don't really like advanced starts. I'm totally fine with lots of Fallen Empires because a big part of the Leviathan Story DLC is Fallen Empires. Habitable worlds, 100. Let's do this. Let's do 200%. I like that. AI aggressiveness we're gonna do high. Difficulty we're gonna do normal. Allow FTL method. Let's do any. Clustered start. Let's turn that off. Advanced neighbors. This controls whether empires with advanced starts are permitted to spawn near a player. Oh, I see. We don't have that on. We don't have any advanced starts, so that's fine. Endgame crises, of course, and we'll leave Iron Man mode off. Just because I'm not that great at this game. So I might have to, well, we'll see. Countless nation-states formed as we advanced through the technological ages, warring against each other until only one remained. Although the fighting was often brutal, those who survived nurtured a martial tradition that has prevailed to this day. Now, after the successful creation of several experimental subspace fields, the finest minds of the Grand Galactic Geckos have finished development of the first warp drives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Let's take a pause here. Just kind of take a look at everything that's going on. Here's our home planet, Shiraka. Looks like we got a molten world orbiting us, and then some gas giants, some barren worlds, more gas giants, asteroid field. And then here's where we are in the grand scheme of things. So we are on this spiral. Pretty decent, I think. First thing we want to do, of course, is we want to... Oh, we have rally points. That's right. I'm going to have to figure out how those work. First thing we're going to do with our science ship is we're going to survey the entire system. The construction ship will hang out for now. And let's get our military fleet exploring. We're going to have a lot of habitable worlds in this game. I bumped it up to 200%. Now, in Heinlein, it was reduced. Am I saying that correctly? I think I am. Heinlein? In Heinlein, it was reduced. The number of habitable planets overall was reduced. So I bumped it up a little bit. Got a wormhole right there. Very cool. I just want to explore a little bit down this galactic arm. There we go. And we'll come back to that here in a minute. Next thing I want to do, let's pick some research. I don't think that research changed too much with this patch. It's kind of how it has been always. You know, we're going to unlock some different things because ship balance has changed. But overall, I think this has kind of stayed the same. So physics lab, fusion reactor. I think fusion reactor is how I want to go. Remember, I'm going to be an offensive, war-mongering society that enslaves everyone. So I think fusion power is a good way to go. Colony ship, I think, is always a strong start. So we can colonize all these habitable worlds, and better thruster could be good. Mining network 2 just lets us get some better minerals. I might need that as well, just because I'm going to be going on the offensive rather quickly. Let's start with the mining network, and then we're going to take a look at the planet itself. So here we go, we have Governor Torba Dagash. Happiness +2, construction time -5, clear blocker time. Nothing too special there. We're already producing 9 food because our species... Where is it? Species. There we go. They need, I think, 10 less growth time. Yeah, so they don't need quite as much. Let's take a look at the surface. Everything looks pretty normal. We need to build... Looks like we need to build 1 hydroponic farm. And then we need this gecko down here to get some energy, I think. We're at +4, which is not great. And obviously we have a +2 tile right here. So it makes sense to build a power plant on top of that. We've queued those up. Rally point. Rally points are central locations for your fleets. New fleets will go to the nearest rally point when built. Rally points on fleets are prioritized over planetary ones. Okay, so it looks like clicking here adds fleets and removes fleets. So let's turn that off for now. If I double click, it does go there. Very cool. Can I turn off the rally point here? I can. Cool. So anything I build now will just kind of sit here. But it's awesome that you can actually click on a fleet and add a rally point. So that's great. That's very cool. Let's go ahead and unpause it. We're going to play on, I think, the fastest speed for now, just so we can kind of survey things really quickly. Asiraka has 3 physics research, which is quite nice. And we're just going to let that go forward for now. We have our expansion planner, which is something we're going to need to look at. Lots of this whole kind of section up here has been changed. All of these used to be system screens, like underneath these different screens. And now they are their own screens, which we're going to have to look at. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the EM system. These strange objects have been flagged as the Alpha Menace until we can learn more about them. Okay. The Shiraka are in an uproar following the news of unidentified ships in the void. Their intentions unknown. It would be prudent to assume the worst. Oh boy. Let's take a look. Oops, go ahead and pause it. Can we see what they were? Just alien space station and an alien menace. We obviously are xenophobes. They should be menaces. They are evil. But we want to investigate them. Situation log. Let's go ahead and research it. Now this has always been a bit of an iffy thing. Right, because it's supposed to cost these guys, but we're also supposed to store it up. So I don't remember if Heinlein has correctly fixed this, but we should be storing research. So we're going to let this tick over to a new month. And it hasn't stored it. So maybe not. Maybe that's not how that's supposed to work. I have read often that that is how it's supposed to work. Okay, well our colony ship will be on hold for a little while, which is fine. I want to, since I'm going to be on the offensive a lot, attacking a lot of things. I want to make sure that I am researching these enemies as quickly as possible until I find another species, because they will actually contact us, so that's fine. Let's take a look at these guys. Where are they? Down here. Oh, wait. Where were they? Is it not going to show us where? Oh, here we go. So this is actually another species. I will not research them because they will eventually reach out to us. And I'm going to let them spend that money instead. Our science officer has gained a trait, adaptable, which means he just gains more experience. Good for him. Oh, that's right. That'll pop up. Okay. That's fine. Alright, I think we can go ahead and build. Let's get our construction ship going. Let's take a look at what we have on offer so far. We have a bit of energy, some minerals here. Go ahead and build our mining stations. And mining stations. There we go, he's getting started on that. Our first battle group is done exploring this part of the galaxy. You can see there's a lot of habitable worlds. All of these are... we're going to have to look at them. Continental, so I'm not going to be able to do too much with those, but that's okay. Let's head this way. Now we're going to explore this direction. There we go.
System survey complete.
Okay, we surveyed our home system, and we finished its surface construction queue, which I assume is both of these. Yes, I still wish it told you what it was done building, but that's okay. We're just going to have to accept it for now. We are at plus 11. We need to get to plus 16 in order to fully populate that planet, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and set our science ship out to... We know for sure we can colonize all these guys, so let's survey here, and here, and here. Now, I feel like there was an auto-explore option. Attack, ground support, fleet stance. Is there an auto-explore anywhere? I may have to research that. I don't remember. I'll look that up in between episodes. Okay. I don't remember. I feel like that was the thing, but I'll have to look it up. So we've got everybody working. We got our mining station. Oh boy. The vessels we have come across in certain systems are definitely capable of receiving and transmitting standard communication protocols. Visual indicators point to their culture being largely spaceborne, and some phenotypes observed among them match no known planet-dwelling civilizations. Unfortunately, their crews are completely uninterested in civil discourse. What little we have been able to glean from intercepting intra-fleet communications indicate that they primarily subsist on piracy, occasionally recruiting fringe elements of spacefaring civilizations to their course. Uh-oh. A pirate haven. The first battle group reports that the fleet has encountered a significant pirate presence in the Suyo system. Judging by the preliminary scans of the immense ships and the stations harboring them, this is a historical pirate port. It has likely been an uninterrupted operation since whatever ancient era it was that it first spawned these thieving marauders. Piracy is an indiscriminate threat. It sure is. And looks like we have a pirate. Oh boy. Okay, well, you're gonna get out of there, right? You're already in combat. Well, that's not good. So we have 309 strength fleet here, and then we have this mega attack on freighter. That's a pretty big fella. And then another giant fleet here. So we're either going to lose this fleet right away, or we're going to get them to retreat. 25 days. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So let's just go ahead and watch them get destroyed. Yep, sure enough, that was a very fast end to my ships. That's okay. Let's go ahead and pick up a spaceport. Is there anything I can build here that would be worth it? Not yet. Not yet. I unfortunately did not get... Oh, no, wait. That's different, isn't it? These guys don't cost anything on their own. Oh, no, they still do. I was thinking I didn't get the solar panel network. But I think it just didn't let me. So I can build the Grand Corvette. That's not really all that impressive. It's the same thing. So we'll go ahead and build, I think... Oh, I can only afford one. Oh, boy. Okay, well, I hope that they don't reach out to us. The old guard, the scarred veterans, and the young bloods. Hopefully they just stay in Suyo. So we're surveying Stellaris 2, which is over here. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization in the vicinity of this gas giant. 30% failure risk. I usually will always go for these if they're at 30% or less. Let's go ahead and research it. And hopefully that works out in our favor. Obviously they lost none, and we barely scratched their hull. So that's fine. Here we go, we got another group of aliens. We've encountered some form of alien vessel in the Thegian system. They're the Gamma Menace. Where is the Thegian system? Oh, here. Can we see them? Here they are. Okay. So we know who these guys are. We've seen them before, sort of. So I think we should actually research them so that we get... Not these, not the beta. Just the gamma. So that we can actually get these special projects going on them.
Construction complete.
Alright. We have recovered artifacts from an ancient civilization on Stellaris 4. Our scientists think they inhabited this region of stars roughly 6 million years ago, based on the age of the artifacts. The aliens call themselves the Yut, and appear to have been very large and flat anthropod analogs. It seems a single individual could reach a length of nearly 100 meters as an adult. Whoa! And it was apparently exceedingly rare for more than 2 or 3 Yut to travel aboard the same starship. Okay, so they're kind of like the precursor guys from Alien? Is that kind of what we're saying here? So we found them here? No. Here. Stellaris 4. They lived on gas giants. Okay, cool. Finish that and finish the mining station. Okay. We have our one fleet now. I want to keep exploring. We want to stay away from Suyo, so we'll just skip right past... Okay, good. We can skip right past it. Until I get some more... Actually, now's a good time to test out the rally point system. Let's turn on rally points here. Good. And then let's build this guy. We're going to build another one. Oh, I can't. Okay, I need one more. There we go. Now, how do I set him to go to the rally point? New fleets will go to the nearest rally point. Right, so it should happen automatically when this guy is built.
System survey complete.
Okay, we finished surveying the Stellaris system. I think we're heading over here. We are. Good. Okay, so let's find out if our new Corvette will go where he's supposed to. Oh, I paused it.
Construction complete.
Okay, there he goes. He might not ever be able to catch up.
Anomaly found.
We've got another anomaly. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor. Oh, another one. Okay. 22%, I think it's worth it, so we'll research that. Now, another big change in Heinlein is that instead of the aliens that we've come across, not other empires, but just the random ones like the amoebas that we kind of saw over here in Thegian, remember that those are actually confined to parts of space. You will find them usually corralled in a certain area. So we may get a lot of amoeba here, but the mining race might be up here, and so on and so forth. So we might end up coming across just the amoeba for now. We'll have to see. So there goes my other Corvette. He's trying to catch up, which is kind of funny. We did finish the other mining station. So let's take a look here. I don't want to pick up these physics and engineering research guys yet, just because it's going to cost some money. Let's take a look at the budget real quick. Station maintenance is at 5, so we're actually spending more in station maintenance than we're getting, but that's okay because we're still at +7. We're going to gain some from the ground, which we should actually check again. So let's go ahead and start a building here. Oh, we cannot afford it. Man, the early game, it's always so difficult. But that's fine. I think we will send our construction ship over here just to get this one mining station. And I want to see what happens. I want to see if these guys will ever catch each other. A Ute colony ship. The partial remains of an ancient Ute starship have been found in the high orbit over Hashel 5A. An initial analysis conducted by the ISS Trumoloman indicate that the vessel may have served as a colony ship. Even cruiser-sized Ute ships were typically crewed by only 1 or 2 individuals, given the immense size of their bodies. But this hulk has more than a dozen cryopods attached, each containing withered exoskeletons from what must have been Ute colonists. Well, that's kind of sad. So, it seems like they started here on Serenus 4, and then they flew to colonize here, Hassel 5A. That's kind of sad. So let's go ahead and set our ship to... Can we research this guy? Research? It's here. Yeah. So maybe we don't have a scientist with a high enough level. 3 or higher. Okay, so we only have a level 2. I think. Level 2, yeah, skill 2. So we need 1 more skill higher, and that's fine. So it looks like rallying when they're all exploring different fleets or different systems. That can get a little silly because one's just kind of chasing after the other, but that's okay. Can I build? I can build my mineral silo. Hooray! Oh, nope. Wait, wrong thing. Never mind. Mining network. There we go. And finally, they've caught up. The rally point has happened. Look at that. They are in the same fleet. That's so cool. Okay, good. Very cool. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. However, stay tuned to this channel because I'm going to do about 4 episodes today, Monday. This is the 17th. The embargo ended today, this morning, and I'm going to do several episodes today and several episodes tomorrow. That way you can get the full experience. You can kind of see a lot of stuff that Heinlein patch 1.3 and the Leviathan Story DLC has on offer. That way you can make the decision whether or not to pick it up, take a look at it yourself. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode. Please help people find this series by sharing or liking or posting comment, whatever you want to do to help spread the word. Thank you again for joining me. I'll see you next time.